close-minded, prejudicial, quick to make assumptions about places different than where we grew up. I'm not talking about Texas. I'm talking about, well, me. And people like me, who are way too comfortable thinking of Texas as a big space filled with intolerant, invariably right-wing white people, waddling between the fast food outlet and the gun store. That, of course, is wrong. But then, I'm used to being wrong. Texas, Houston in particular, is a very different place than you might imagine from the stereotypes and the sound bites of its national political figures. Immigrants, refugees, and non-white Americans have in fact been transforming the city, the food, and culture of Houston for years. Welcome to America, people. Sunil Thakkar is an owner of Masala Radio, 1320 on your AM dial. Himalaya is a beloved Indian-Pakistani restaurant run by Karachi native Kaiser Lashkari.
So the food here is amazing. It's like Indian and Pakistani mixed together.
Right, now how's that work? Because over there the relation's not so friendly. Here it is, everybody, is it all peace and love?
Yeah, you know, there's no boundaries here. I see so many homes, new subdivisions, and people just buying them up. And on my street, 18 homes, 12 out of them are from other countries. India, Pakistan, Malaysia, Indonesia. And once you live together, you just become family. How many brown people here? Any non-Indians? I want to see non-Indians. Do you have any non-Indians? What I'm going to do is I'm going to see how good this Asian guy can do a Bollywood step. Move like this. Move like this. Yeah.
Well, how old were you when you moved here?
I was 17 when I came here.
Oh, wow.
And growing up, I wanted to be a Bollywood star. I wanted to be a movie star. But my mom didn't want to do anything with this whole movie business.
Right.
When I came here, and something about this country, something about the openness has gotten me kind of doing what I wanted to do. And I said, I always wanted to be an entertainer. I always wanted to be a comedian. And radio was perfect for me to bring Bollywood in people's cars. Houston's got the biggest drive time.
So people listen to the radio here.
I couldn't do this back home. But here, you get a chance to just be a new you. You can just be a new person. You know, they say, oh, Hindus reincarnate thousands of times. I feel like I reincarnated live when I came here.
An intensely aromatic biryani. Goat marinated in yogurt, garlic, and ginger, then slow cooked with cumin, cardamom, and star anise. Green curry chicken, done Texas Desi style with a blend of tomatillos and green chilies, cilantro, and cumin. Steak tikka. And hunter's beef, sort of an Indian-inflected pastrami, an invention of the chefs. Brined for 10 days, cooked and served with homemade mustard sauce. What about your kids? Do they feel American, or do they feel Indian, or do they feel Indian-American?
So they're definitely Indian-American. You know, they eat Indian food.
Right.
But if you give my son an option, he wants to go to Taco Bell. They speak Gujarati, they like Bollywood dancing, but yet they're not as Indian as I am. I want my kids, and I want all of the kids to come in and feel that these are our traditions that we gotta continue.
The way we think about Houston, Texas today is very much stuck in the past. In the late 70s, early 80s, Houston was the boomtown of popular television and movie imagination. Oil, shipping, NASA, and football combined to create a big-spending, big-haired, quasi-cowboy stereotype that to some extent still lives with us today, even if the reality is different. Though the oil is not gone, a massive glut in the mid-80s sent prices into freefall, more or less killing the city's oil industry. The resulting economic downturn and lower cost of living made Houston, however improbably it might seem to you, you Yankee trash, much more welcoming to people with less means. People getting away from bad situations. People from somewhere else. What that means is that now, Houston is a place where minorities are now the majority. At the end of the war, Jonathan Tritt escaped Vietnam on a makeshift raft with his family. After serving in the United States Marine Corps and attaining a master's degree in education, he became the principal of this school, Lee Senior High, the most ethnically diverse school in the city. What percentage of your student body, English is not their first language?
I would say about 80% of them.
Do those kids get sent here specifically, or is it just reflective of the community?
It's just reflective of the community, and just
80%.
by chance, you know. In the city of Houston and the surrounding suburban area, it's very well integrated. It's like
Why?
It's not.
How did that happen?
I think one of the main reasons is the strong economic base here. It's because of the availability for you to get a job and make a decent wage. It allows for immigrants, families to come over and build a nest egg to own their own home or go to a better neighborhood. It has to be a strong economic viable base for them to quickly overcome that poverty in the language, to make a life for themselves.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, repeat after me. Positive affirmations. Today is a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. I will work hard. I will work hard. I am important. I am important. Repeat. I will succeed. I will succeed.
More than 40 languages are spoken among the 1,700 students here, many of them from conflict zones where the alternatives were stark: leave quickly or die. Often their first exposure to the American educational system is here, ESL, English as a Second Language class, where teacher Gary Reed, a 30-year veteran, does his very best to get them up to speed and ready for the next steps.
You see these people? What did they do? All of these people right here, they came to Houston from Salvador, Vietnam, Iraq, Syria, just like you. They came, no money, no home, and what happened? Yeah, they graduated. So don't say, oh, I can't do it, I can't. You can do it.
What part of the world are most kids coming from now?
Currently, it's Central America. Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, those two. El Salvador is the major one.
In many cases, if you were to send these kids back, it's a death sentence. I mean, let's call it what it is.
Yes.
Other classes, math, history, taught in their own language or English?
No, they're taught in English.
So this class is absolutely essential.
Now, we were working on personal introductions. Who's brave enough to introduce themselves?
Hello, my name is Romeri.
Hi, my name is Mr. Reed.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Now, what are the things you do? What do you do with your eyes? Repeat, eye contact. Good, good. What about his hands? You can do that. Grab it firm, firm handshake. It's a first impression. Stand up, okay? This is side A. You present to side B. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Hi, my name is Marcelo. Nice to meet you.
Good, good. So it's you shake, look in the eye like that, okay? That's expected. Girls, Anna, in America, you can do it. It's okay to get a nice handshake.
What happens if it doesn't work, if they don't have this? What's the future looking like if they don't acquire language skills?
They become a third-class citizen.
What kind of work are you getting and what are your opportunities?
Oh, yes. The service market in any major city is always there. Landscaping, valet, car washes. But our students are very gifted. They're talented kids. They just need opportunity to learn English and opportunity open them to learn. These kids, when they grow up, they will be part American, and they have kids, they will pick up arms and defend this country, just like I expected to do, or I expect my 3 boys to do. Not because somebody forced me, because I believe in it. I believe in the opportunity that it provides. I believe that no matter how poor you are, how uneducated you are when you first come to the United States, if you have the will to educate yourself, work hard at it, you can achieve.
Chicken sandwich and French fries, fruit salad, carton of milk. Welcome to America, kids. No, I haven't had one of these in a long time. So what country is everybody from?
I'm from Africa. They like Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire.
Honduras.
Iraq.
Where in Iraq? Which?
Pakistan.
And you've been here how long?
1 year.
1 year. Well, his English is pretty good. Very good.
It took me at least 2 years just to be brave enough to open up, you know. No, they're progressing very, very well.
Mister, do you eat African food?
Yeah, I've been to Africa a lot. I have not been to Burkina Faso, but I love the food in Ghana. Food in Senegal is very, very nice.
Well, you already been in Senegal?
Oh, yes, fantastic. Your first day in school, was it frightening?
I didn't know nobody here, and nobody here from my country. So I feel scared, but step by step, I start to learn English and then start to talk with the people.
So after school, when you graduate high school, what do you want to do next?
I want to be a fashion designer, and I want to go to college. I want to study more.
What are you going to do?
I wanted to go to college, and I want to study medicine. I am between medicine and engineering.
What do you want to do?
I'm playing soccer.
Soccer is not a plan, my friend. It's hot in Houston, so things move a little slower around here. Maybe that explains this.
I wake up in the morning, still high from last night. Ain't got no time to chill, I got to get my cash right.
LA may have lowriders, but Houston has Slab, its own car culture with its own accompanying sound, its own chopped and screwed hip-hop style.
Got slimmer, but my pockets got fatter. Born and raised in Houston, Texas. Born and raised in Houston, Texas. Born and raised in Houston, Texas. Serve, platter.
This pretty much like one of the most classic designs of a slab. It's the Cadillac. See how you got the insides custom with the stitching and all that. So, you know, it's a complete slab, you know.
Full reclining is
full reclining. It's a laid-back thing.
Houston musical artist Slim Thug and his friends Bone and David called some people to bring their cars over to McGregor Park in the southern part of the city. If you're gonna do it, what do you have to have? What are the rules?
Candy paint. Gotta have these type of rims.
Okay.
The elbows, swingers. Fifth wheel and grill is mainly like for slab. That's what make it a complete, you know. And the music, you know how you got the pop trunk with the custom music. You gotta have that outside.
When you hit the block, it's not a bunch of dudes just standing up. It's a bunch of everything.
You know, take the old and mix it with the new, you know what I'm saying?
These two pink Cadillacs are awesome. That's a married couple, man and woman, and they had their kids with them. Each truck, they say something, that's your autograph. You see it coming, and you see the car, the grill, and you see the two prongs. It's like, oh my God, here come whoever the guard is of your neighborhood.
Right. They basically like legends in the streets.
Are all of these, like, are they works in progress, or are people constantly
I think it's gonna forever be a work in progress. I think a slab, you're gonna stay after doing it.
They always changing them.
It get expensive real time. Like all these cars out here, they probably spent the bankroll on all of them.
I wonder last year how many sweets I rolled. I wonder last year how many cups I pulled. Or that muddy purple I purchased by the...
You're not eating Pizza Hut in the back of that car either, are you?
Well, really, you barely see people in the backseat of somebody's car out here.
He's shaking his head. It's like, nobody's got a backseat.
Yeah. Because you got the lean. So you got to lean
Not a lot of
back.
legroom.
So that means whoever back here can't be long.
So I'm thinking about my Lincoln now. You know, maybe I'm thinking like crocodile skin on the outside. Would that be all right?
About pony
Pony.
from a horse or cow's.
Like Palomino kind of a thing going on?
Yes, sir. That'd be fresh. That'd be evil.
Pay him no mind.
Acres Homes is a predominantly black community where many of the original slab pioneers come from. It's also where you can find the legendary family-run Burns Barbecue, a place not unfamiliar to me. I first came here 15 years ago on some long-lost travel program on a network far, far away. Founder Roy Burns has passed on to the great open pit in the sky since last I was here, but his son and his grandchildren carry on the tradition of making some of the best East Texas-style barbecue you can find around here. It's been a while. Last time I was here, my grandfather was here back then.
You in the right place for some barbecue, man.
What do? You do ribs or brisket, or?
They do all that.
You do all of it? Okay.
All that. What is that?
Moonshine. Dukes of Hazzard. Boss Hog.
Wow, I can drink a lot of that. Okay, that's gonna work.
The dinner and the spray.
A torpedo-sized baked potato filled with cheddar cheese and chopped barbecue beef and homemade link sausage. Slow-cooked pork ribs, big-ass beef ribs, and brisket.
Whoa. Okay, I got a baked potato.
This baked potato is yours.
It's marvelous.
That thing is like gigantic.
It's
My mother always said never eat anything bigger than your head. And that's about as the size of a human head.
That look good, though, I ain't gonna lie.
So, everybody born here.
Born and raised.
The town changed at all?
A lot.
Yeah, well, wait.
You know, it was like a big smile town at first. Now it's becoming like a real city, you know.
Is that a good or bad?
It depends on what you do.
Good and bad, kind of. A lot of the stuff we was really into back in the day, these new kids or these people from out of town really ain't into. Even the music, like back in the day, Houston was so independent, like I was selling so many records out of the trunk that I didn't want a major deal.
I'm from H-Town, so you know what I'm sipping. I'm from H-Town, so you know what I'm sipping. Hit the boulevard, got the candy paint dripping. And I'm from H-Town, so you know what I'm sipping. Hey.
Is there a distinctive Houston sound?
Very. You know, the whole culture from the cars to the sip and serve and the music itself.
First of all, what's sip and serve?
Serve it's a promethazine and codeine. It was a cough syrup. But then they mixed it with soda out here.
Why is that the drug of choice here and not?
Maybe because you see how it is, everything is so chill and laid back. In Atlanta, everything was turned up. Out here, everything is slowed down because I guess we're a more laid back culture.
So at various points in your career, clearly somebody said, well, look, why don't you move out here? LA is good. The money out here, the deals are out here.
Right.
But here you are. Why stay?
I try to go to LA, and the people out there are so thirsty to try to be a star that they fake and they crooked. It's like, I don't want to be around those type of people. I want to be around good, genuine people.
Is Houston a good place to live?
Yep. Great place. Cost of living is cheap. It stays hot and warm. It's never snowing to where you got to shovel your driveway. And the food is the greatest out here, and the black women, I don't care where you go, it ain't no better black women, and that's what it is.
I'm from H-Town, so you know what I'm sipping. And I'm from H-Town, so you know what.
It's a 90-minute drive south from Houston to the town of Palacios on the Matagorda Bay. And like a lot of the communities down here, the principal industry is fishing, shrimp in particular. It's also where, beginning in the 1970s, as the Vietnam War ground to its ignominious conclusion, that thousands of Vietnamese found new lives and a new home. To have remained would have meant, in most cases, arrest, imprisonment, re-education camps, or worse. So all you want is shrimp at this point?
Yeah. Because I got two licenses to keep get shrimp and fish, but I got enough fish.
Shrimp you take?
Just big shrimp.
Big shrimp, big shrimp.
They're small, we don't get the shrimp.
You don't want it?
No, I don't want to.
The shrimping has declined considerably since the 1980s, but the bay still provides a solid livelihood for people like Vin Nguyen, who made it out of Vietnam on a tiny handmade boat. His engine died and he and his family were lost in the South China Sea for 9 days before being rescued by a cargo ship. He became a United States citizen in 1990 and raised his family here in Palacios. So what year did you come here? How long have you been doing this?
I've been, I started for shrimp on 1985.
And what year did you arrive in this country?
I left my country in 1979.
How old were you when you got here?
91 years
You
old.
were 21. So why shrimp? How did you come to this business?
Because my cousin.
Cousin, okay.
is living here.
Right.
And I work on a job first. But they told me, the cousin told me that they're very good for shrimping. They're good for shrimping, make money more.
Back on dry land, Vin's first stop is The Point, the town's general store. It's owned and operated by pillars of the community, Yen and Brian Tran, who separately came over from Vietnam around the same time, met, married, and raised 3 children here.
This is fulfilled my dream. I came here with nothing, 17 years old. First job I ever worked in washing dishes. So my boss told me and said, hey, you are a hard worker. You know, maybe one day you're gonna be the boss. So I have that thing in my mind. After I get married, I told my wife, I said, open the restaurant. And she stopped me. She said, no, you're crazy. So after all my kids went to college, they got a good job, I would mention again, and she said, okay,
Oh, that's nice. Convenience store, bait shop, quick stop for a meal, the Point is in many ways typical in the way it's geared towards serving the immediate needs of its community. Food for Vietnamese and food for Mexicans. Yen, Brian, their kids Jennifer and Kimberly, as well as cousin TV and his son Donnie. All proud citizens of the United States of America, by the way.
You know, I really feel fortunate we live in this town and we have a lot of support. When we want to open this store, all my friends say, I want to have Vietnamese food. I know that here you have to have Mexican food. So I went and talked to the best Mexican cook in town, Maricela.
Yeah, this is the chef right here.
Yeah.
Good chef. So
Yes.
It's the Maricela.
The pho here is good. Brisket, eye round, meatball, tripe, and tendon, just like back home. Ceviche made from Vin's fresh shrimp. And of course, tacos, migas style, with eggs, jalapenos, and tomatoes. The kids who grew up in this community.
These are the kids.
Yeah, he's a kid right here.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I was born here in '76, so I'm a natural-born citizen, working with my dad, right-hand man, you know, shrimping, building boats, just kind of seeing what they went through. I mean, I definitely appreciate life, you know.
Jen here's a lawyer, my sister's an engineer, I'm in the medical field, so there's still that, you know, your parents want you to have practical jobs.
Right. So you came here what year?
1975.
So you came over in the first...
Yeah, I got on American ship and get the hell out of there. I come over here, no shoe. I tell you the truth, I don't have even penny in my pocket when I come over here. No, serious. And now I have a great business, and you know, really, Anthony, this is a great country.
This community of Vietnamese people are very fortunate. We always see the generosity of people over here. Because we live in the, 30 years of Civil War?
Yeah.
So no one trusts anyone. But when you come over here, people take you in and they trust you. And I always say the United States opened the house for the immigrant and for the refugee. I feel this is my home.
Many of the more recent arrivals in Houston come from places where life is unbelievably hard and often dangerous. Many come from agrarian backgrounds, arriving here without the skill set needed to compete for jobs in an urban situation. Planet Forward, a nonprofit urban farming program, provides refugees like Gertrude and Albert Lombo access to land where they can make a living from the ground. So here we are, middle of Houston, a lush, fertile plot where eggplant, squash, string beans, and other produce is grown to be sold at farmers markets and to restaurants around town. Fellow Congolese Houston transplants Guy Moulet and Constant Gouala. Chefs, when not tending their crops, prepare an outdoor meal for the Lombos and a group of friends and fellow farmers. Congolese, but with a definite Cajun touch, or is it the other way around? A slow-cooked stew of sausage, shrimp, dried mackerel, and Malabar spinach over fufu. Then Texas beef brochettes marinated in chilies and cilantro and Maggi bouillon, with a ratatouille made from produce grown right here. What did you all think when you heard that you were going to be resettled in Texas?
In my country, when people talk about Texas, they know that is where many farmer is.
Really? And now, do you feel welcome? Do you feel the community is happy you're here?
Wonderful.
The first challenge was the language.
It wasn't easy, even now. It's not easy.
But you already speak how many languages?
In Congo, principle, we have 3 languages.
Of course.
We have French, Lingala, and Munukutuba.
So don't feel too bad. Most Americans struggle with one. It's okay.
I'm a refugee from DRC.
What did you do in Kinshasa?
I did electrician and construction too.
And here?
I was machine operator. After that, I decided to be farmer. It was my dream.
My dream it was to get my own garden, and when I harvest, I need to cook.
Where are you cooking now?
I work at Four Seasons Hotel.
Well, that's not a bad gig.
Yeah.
How African will Houston be in 20 years? A lot, right?
I want all my family still over there. My mom, my sister.
And you'd like them to come?
I want them to come.
A lot of first generation and second generation African babies going to be happening.
Yeah.
Houston is going to look real different.
Yeah.
You'll hear Lingala at the 7-Eleven, no problem?
No problem.
In 10 years?
Yeah.